Now watch the left foot as it's coming down. He's got a heel first landing, which is perfect. And then keep watching that left foot as it comes up. See the changes right here in the lateral cartilage? That's actually the digital cushion inside the hoof retracting. So it's just, I know that this is really in depth, but if this helps you guys to understand what's going on internally, it'll help you to understand what's going on externally. And that's the end of the presentation for today. So if anybody has any questions, I would love to hear them.
So with this movement of the hoof capsule, as the weight comes on and off, how much is the frog involved in that?
100%. The frog should have contact with the ground. It's one of the driving forces. Pardon me, I'm sorry, I missed that.
Sorry, go ahead. If the frog is cut back too much, so the bottom of the frog is too far from contact, you're not going to get proper hoof flexation?
You will still get the flexion. It just won't have the support of the frog. There might be less pressure in this area on the digital cushion if the frog does not have ground contact. And the frog needs ground contact for stimulation. Because the frog is far more important than most people think. It also assists in pumping the blood through the leg and the foot so that the heart doesn't have to work as hard, as well as the contracting and the decontracting of the foot. It helps to pump the blood throughout the leg. So again, the heart doesn't have to work as hard. So it's a very important structure. It is also their brake pad. So if their frog isn't touching the ground, they have less traction. And if a frog is compromised with a lot of thrush, then you need to treat the thrush and let the frog build up again. So, you know, like there's a lot more to the frog than what people think. And like I said, anytime that you have contraction in a hoof, I'll guarantee you that horse has thrush. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind, ever. I have never seen a contracted foot that did not have thrush. So what happens there is the heel bulbs close up like this one here, dirt gets stuck in here and can't get out, and then it causes an infection and then eats away at the frog. And this one here is actually getting close to the hairline, so it's starting to go internal.
Yeah, one of my boys, the thrush has gone up there and actually even an inch or so higher than that into an old wire cut.
How are you treating that?
Haven't been really over the winter here. And he's one, well, I'm going to bring both my boys to the clinic, but haven't really been, I didn't realize the situation was as bad as it was until just right when the really cold weather hit.
Yeah.
And I had been planning on soaking it in water and softening everything up because his hooves and the sole were just rock solid from the dry summer.
Yeah.
Starting to just soften it up and to and start trimming back so that I could get in there and get the treatments in. The vet gave me some antibiotic. Actually, it's right here. It's called Knox Equine.
Okay, I've never used that.
So he said to work that in after I got it all cleaned out and do that daily. Well, then that was like 2 days before the deep frost hit. and it just wasn't practical anymore to be working with water and softening up this hoof and cleaning it out.
Yeah,
Um,
okay.
so just the last couple of days here now, when it's been warm, I've been trimming back in there and opening it up. We did put some copper care in there yesterday.
Okay, can I make a suggestion?
Please do.
Get makeup cotton pad. You can buy them at the dollar store, like 100 of them for $1 or something silly. Depending on the size of the opening, either cut the cotton pad in half or in a quarter, soak it with tea tree oil, and pack it into the crack as far as you can. Your horse will let you put it. It will do two things. The tea tree oil will fight the infection. Two, the cotton will keep the dirt out. And then you can leave that in there for 4 days and change it out every 4 days.
Okay. If we look at the right-hand hoof, the right-hand image that you've got up here right now, you can see the margin of the white hair, even lower on the image. The lower margin of the white hair, right in there.
Yeah.
That's the thrush has made it all the way into that area.
Okay, with it being winter, it's easier as long as your horses aren't standing around a feeder and standing in their own manure and urine all the time. And I'm not criticizing, that's just a fact, okay? But if you put the cotton with the tea tree in there, put as big as a piece that will stay in there, and it will help fight the infection as well as keep the dirt out so that you're not constantly going backwards with the thrush.
Yeah, well, it's even higher than that. Like if you go to the lower margin of the white hair in that image, that's where, lower,
yeah,
a little bit lower.
So it's it's
right
getting into
there.
the digital cushion. Yeah, and you have to be very careful with that because once it gets that deep, it can start going up the leg.
Yeah.
And then you are in serious, serious trouble.
Yep.
So
he's got more problems than that right now. He's got a bladder stone at the moment, so we're off to Delaney's tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh no, Delaney's is awesome though. They're great.
Yeah.
They saved my horse's eye this summer, so I'm on their side 100%. They're awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would, like, if you want, then use the medication that the vet gave you and then still pack it with the tea tree after you're done with the antibiotic.
Yeah.
And then if you have to change it every day, then that's fine. But at least then you're keeping the dirt out as well as fighting at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay.
It just over the winter, it's actually improved significantly. It had gotten to the point that it was weeping and it's closed right up again. And there's been a major improvement over the winter.
Yeah. What you should do is take a picture of it. And then when I come up for the clinic, we'll compare it.
Okay.
To what it's like from now to the clinic.
Yeah.
So I think that would be amazing. That would be great. But, you know, good on you for being diligent and dealing with this situation. Because a lot of people they'd be like, you know, it's not getting better and it's not getting better and I'm just going to quit. I'm going to give up. You know, I see that a lot too. But no, it's like I said, contraction and thrush go hand in hand. So is your horse's foot contracted?
I would say probably. This is the first I've had any idea about contraction. I'm just returning to horses after 47 years. So
okay.
I'm basically a greenhorn here. I'd already wondered about whether or not a shoe was going to let a foot flex properly. He was shoed for the summer, but we put 700 miles on in 2020.
Yeah.
So, and a fair bit of that was on some pretty rugged ground. So that's why he ended up shoed.
Yeah.
But, and I got them off as soon as we were done the rugged stuff, but
Yeah.
I wondered if that was contributing to his problem.
It may have. I can't give you a definite answer because that was then and this is now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not one to say that you should never put shoes on your horses. And if that's what you feel you need to do to protect your horses, hopefully after the clinic, you'll learn more about horses' feet and understand the damage that shoes can and do to horses' feet.
Mhm.
I go out to the mountains regularly with my horse and I never put shoes on him. I do put boots on his front feet when he needs them, but I never put anything on his hind feet. And he keeps up with the shod horses. He actually outdoes them. At the end of the day, they're sore and they're tired and he'll keep going. He's just a machine. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, this guy was too, typical of a Morgan.
Yeah, they're resilient, very resilient. So anybody else have any questions?
No, but that was very interesting.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.